Got it? Next level. Christ comes, he says, you guys got the tribe thing down, the 12 tribes of Israel? Great, wonderful. Let's bring all these tribes together and establish what is a city-state. The feudal system under Christianity, we all know about that, in Europe. Along comes Muhammad. Muhammad says, great, mankind, you got the city-state thing down? Wonderful. Let's get all these tribes together, all these families together, all these city-states together, and let's make what we call now a nation. It was through the teachings of Muhammad that nationhood was established. Many people here in the West don't know that. Many people here in the West really don't know too much about Muhammad. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because it's a big part of our history too. A lot of our alphabet, many of the sciences that we have, our numerals, all these things come from Arabic. Did you know that? Many people don't know that. Many people, especially in this country, because of the way that we see the condition that Islam is in the world today. And it's unfortunate that we see it in its wintertime, when so much corruption is entered into it. And we can look at every religion and say the same thing. We can look at every religion and we're lost, kind of bewildered, because everything that mankind has turned to in the past, every religion, these the televangelists, the preachers, all of these things that we've sought for guidance, everything's falling apart now. Isn't that interesting? All of these things are falling apart. So where are we supposed to go now? What happens then if we've gone from family to tribe to city-state to nation? What do you guys think the next step is? How about the nations coming together as a world? Now let me ask you this question. And I want you to think about this. Isn't that amazingly what we're seeing in the world right now? Isn't that remarkably what every country right now is calling for? World trade, equal distribution of natural resources. This is what's happening. The call for justice, the call for unity, the call for democracy, the call for recognition, but really for justice is happening all over the world. And this has never happened before. And it will happen, whether we like it or not, because we believe this to be God's plan. This is the plan of God. Our whole purpose in being here is to introduce this message to you and to let you know, hey, you know what? This person by the name of Bahá'u'lláh came 150 years ago, and he said that he was from God. I don't have to convince you. I don't. It's not my job. It's not our purpose. But you have a responsibility now. Ha, 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 ha. Because I just gave you some information, and now you have to decide what you're going to do with that information. Again, you can try to ignore it. It's your choice. Or you can say, hey, wait a minute, you know what? Maybe I should investigate this. Because you know what? I'll tell you, really, it comes down to a basic thing. Either Baha'u'lláh is who he says he is, either he is a prophet of God, or he's not. Boom. It's that simple. It's that simple. Either he is or he isn't. And if he is, and you don't check it out, who's going to lose? Him? No. And if he's not, then you wasted a little bit of time, you gained some knowledge, good experience, see you later, yeah, have a nice day. Really. That's what it comes down to. Baha'u'lláh says he has brought a principle or introduced a principle called the independent investigation of truth. And what that means is no longer is it the day when we just follow blindly. No longer is just following tradition acceptable. It's not acceptable anymore. I can't be something because my parents were that, or because my nation is that, or because my friends say I should be that. I have a responsibility. You have a responsibility, every single one of you, to find out what truth is for yourself. And if any of this makes sense to you, if anything that I've said if any part of what, more importantly, Baha'u'lláh says makes sense to you, then there's probably something inside of you that's saying, I need to check this out. And that's what we're asking you to do. Check it out. Find out who Baha'u'lláh is. Find out if what he says is true.